Hello, welcome back. It's that time of the week again. More NASCAR Heat 5 video game on the PC with the 2021 mod. I am your host with the most that does like toast. What if here? So, yeah. We're on time as usual. Everything went smoothly. No weird hassles. Hello, Christopher Fry. Hello, Corey Fred. Hello, Turquoise Hawk. Hello, Motorsports 48. Thanks for stopping by in the stream as always and tuning in. I appreciate it. So, low key, I think the stream's race will be better than the real life race. I don't know if that's like an obvious joke or very obvious to point that out, but I think it's a very strong possibility because I don't really have much hope for that race. Truck race was shockingly uneventful to a crazy degree, and that was rough. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But hey, hello Mark Harmon, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Welcome. You just got here on time, right when I started. What if with the Turtle School colors? Yeah! Dragon Ball. I've had this for, God, since 2015, I think. It was a Christmas gift, and I had it for a long time. The colors are starting to fade a little bit, but considering this has been washed how many dozens of times, this is pretty good, all things considered. So, yeah. Are we driving BJ McLeod? No. If you look at the thumbnail, it's Rusty Wallace. Yeah. I guess I can't even say that's a spoiler because that's in the thumbnail, but... hello, Caleb. Hello, BC Wizzle. What racing game should you buy? I would recommend SRX the game. I would consider that worthy of a purchase. I don't know how much it is now, but I would say it's worthy of a purchase if you're getting it on PC or console even. It's worth it. Been watching, just not commenting, but dealing with some depression. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I've been there before. No worries. I'm just happy you're just watching the stream, doing whatever you can to get your mind off those demons, those mental demons and everything. I said this in another stream a while ago, but if you're ever dealing with stuff like that, it seems like the best method is just push on through, because that next day usually, most of the time, from at least my experience, is always better. So do whatever you gotta do to make the day go by quicker. If you feel like napping, take a nap. Do a whole bunch of other things to try to pass the time to get to that next day. Because from what I can recall, that's what helps out. See what Hostvar did? I was gonna say Hostvar did something stupid, but I was looking at the replay. There's like a really good onboard or roof cam, where it basically showed a 33 coming down on him. So as much as I meme on Hostvar, I can't even say that's his fault because the 33 just came down on him. So I can't even make fun of him. So yeah, Kurt's purple Crown Royal car. Oh, don't even get me in the mood for thinking about that. I'm gonna get all freaking turned on because that's a nice looking car. Depression is rough. BJ McLeod next week at the Glen. Oh my god. I gotta think of who I need to race with at Watkins Glen. I haven't thought about it. 33 house line, 42 team track. No, look at the onboard. Look at the onboard, the roof cam. Because I thought the same thing until I saw that perspective. Because the angle they showed does make it look bad. I don't know. I think it's on the Camping World Truck Series Twitter page. It's probably there somewhere. But yeah. Well, I don't know what more to really go into it. Well, might as well just jump into the race. Get this going. So, obviously, we're going with Rusty Wallace. But what Rusty Wallace car? I raced as Rusty Wallace in this first Richmond race. Got something stuck in my mouth. That was weird. Okay. So we're going with Rusty. I went with him in the first Richmond race. We weren't able to win it. I practiced off camera. I did 600 laps of practice yesterday. I did a full 100% race. Then I did one 25% race, which was 100 laps, to get a feel for like the settings. And then I did another like 100 laps where I left it and then changed the settings against to get it more balanced and difficult. So 600 laps. That was insane. My lord. Just to try to get these settings right. So like, so there was one setting where it was like, it was so hard. I had a max difficulty like 105, and it like I was running like 20th. So that wasn't very captivating. I was almost going to lap down, so it just that wouldn't be really entertaining to watch. Then I tweaked the settings, I adjusted it, I lowered the difficulty to a, because my normal speed rating is like a 99, so I was like, okay, let's go to maybe like 102. It's a little bit too strong. I bumped it down one click, 101. That seemed to be perfect, but then it seemed like the tire wear stuff, like my tire wear was better than theirs. So then I changed stuff again. I'll show you when we get to the thing, but this is the car we're going with. 1989 Kodiak car, his championship car. I'm not sure if Ford makes sense. I can't remember. I think it was a Buick he was in back then. I don't know. It's not a big deal, but it's a nice looking render, really cool looking car. So we're gonna go with that. Yeah, I will go to my settings here once we get to the track. There we go. So we're going to be racing at the Toyota Owners 400 because it's a little bit backwards, because this race is a day race and this is a night race, the Federated Auto Parts one. But in real life, the Federated Auto Parts is the daytime one, so it's backwards. But that's not this game's fault. That's just how it is in real life now. Pontiac. Oh my God! Thank you for the. Then yeah, I don't know what they would have done. So I guess Ford's fine with me. Because yeah, if it's Pontiac, then there's really no alternative. So that's fine. It's not a big deal. But here's my settings that I spent all day yesterday trying to figure out. It's sad that I have to do that. This is why this game is not perfect. But Jesus, good God Almighty, it is better than Ignition. So I will take this. At least I'm able to like race. So our custom difficulty is at 101. That seems to be the perfect balance for me. I'm even using a full-blown custom setup too. So 100% race length, normal fuel consumption, normal wear rate. My tire fall-off is to more grip. That seems to balance it out on the long run for us. And then obviously circulars, multiple race stages, all that stuff. Now the AI, everything is the same as usual with the skill range, stability. The only thing different is the tire effect. I have that to less effect for their fall-off, just because now that I have, you know, a full-blown custom setup in there, plus I have more grip in the long run. It seems like the AI also pit a little bit early and they kind of fall off. So this will help balance this a little bit more. So in the race, like even if we don't win, if we could just run like top 5, or top 10, you know, that's fine with me. I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. Even though I was thinking about this saying, spilt milk. Why do people cry over spilt milk? I would cry over spilt milk because if you spill milk, it's bad on the floor, especially if it's on a carpet. That's bad. Like I would, in that circumstance, if it's spilt on like a carpet, then yeah, I probably would cry because it would start smelling, and then that'll be a problem. So that saying makes me a little bit angry. So I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm prolonging this, but yeah. So this is our settings. This is what we're gonna go with. We're going to start last in this race and just go through the field and all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. Actually, my speed rating went up, so that must have meant I got better as I was doing all this practice stuff. So instead of my normal rating being like a 99, it went up to 100, so holy shit. But yeah, here we go. It's actually going to be a pretty... My phone blooped. Why? Oh, it's just telling me about the weather. Okay. Oh, that's just uneventful, but yeah. As always, got my half and half lemonade iced tea for my stream purposes. Tire wear makes no sense. It kind of doesn't to a degree. Else might come on. All right. There we go. I thought I didn't have sound. It was going to be really weird. So, yeah. Welcome back. Let's see, I'm doing 50% racing. What? Excuse me? What? How? How did this happen again? Why is Rusty black? Why? How does this happen a second time? I never knew this. I'm learning something today about Rusty that I never knew. Rusty has been whitewashing to be white? Is that how it works? I'm baffled. What is this? How? I'm just bewildered. That is absolutely not my Rusty Mark Harmon. I agree. That is not. No, I refuse. That is wrong. I'm offended. Also, done the reverse Michael Jackson. Yeah. Yep. Reverse vitiligo. I don't know, but also before I start the race, I do have a stream goal of hopefully we get to 50 likes, because I tried to do this with Thunder 04 on Thursday, but it didn't really work out. But I think with this one, the turnout's usually better, so I think it's a more realistic possibility for this to happen. But if we get to 50 likes on the stream, I'll show you like a sneak preview of the my Xfinity Series video I've been working on. I have about the first maybe 3 minutes or something done out of the 7, so I'm about almost like 45% through it. But if it gets to that, stream like milestone thingy, I'll show you what I have so far with it. So that's a pretty good incentive. So we'll see. Didn't Rusty have an afro in the 80s? Sort of. Well, yeah, you're right. Well, we're just going to jump into it. Pole is actually quick, about a 10th quicker than what I remember, so interesting developments. The wedge I might bump down to a 49.0, but this is our full-blown custom setup. I don't know where I got it from. It might be from Dale Reynolds, possibly, because I think that's where I got it from. And usually his setups are pretty good, so this is what I have. So we bumped the wedge down a little bit just to get the tire fall off, or just to get the car a little bit looser. It was a little bit too tight, but I think that'll do it. But with all that said, we'll just jump into it because it's gonna be it's decently quick enough race. Like it was like 2 hours and 20 minutes, so that's actually a little bit slightly longer than I think. So we'll jump into it. Starting 38th, and with that begins our saga of going through the field. Chase Elliott's on pole. Where is my Kurt? I don't see him. Tyler Reddick is a snowflake. William Byron failed pre-race inspection. I guess Bumblebee should be here. She would like the fact that like Bowman's up there. Yeah, Ryan Preece went to the back. Okay. Well, here we go. And just gotta be careful. Green flag is out. We're underway. 400 laps. I think it's an 80 lap stage, which is always weird with how this game is with Richmond. Not this game, but oh, hello Bowman or Byron. I got the wrong B's. The one thing with Richmond is, for whatever reason, slight contact will mess up the hood damage. It will give you hood damage, so that's why I was being like extra careful. I know I could have gained like so much more spots on the start. Since I am kind of doing a cold turkey for today, so it probably will take me some time to kind of get in that funky flow where I can get like a 22.0 or 20.9 or 21 point something. I don't know, I'm getting all messed up. We are moving up through the field, up to 29th already. That's a good one, Sprinter. Let me try to read it. The Richmond Raceway logo reminds me of the Red Ribbon Army logo. You know what? I never thought of that. I never thought of that. I never even put two and two together.
The RR Richmond logo reminds me of the Red Ribbon Army logo.
Nice catch. I never even thought about that. Quinn Hoff. Hoof, half, hoof. Hoof, ha, hoof. I don't know what he's doing, but... I messed up all of my corners trying to read that. But thank you, Sprinter, for the 5. I appreciate that, as always. That means a lot. Hope Riles will be good. To be honest, I mean, from all the stuff I've seen, it's basically what I was theorizing. I mean, ever since we saw that leaked little gameplay shot of Nashville. When they had the rain delay at Nashville, they were racing at the track and everything. So, it's basically going to be like Heat 5, but with the Gen 7 buys and the new tracks, which, considering what we've had to deal with Ignition, that's still gotta be better than that. So, that leaves me somewhat excited. And some of the screenshots kind of confirmed it. It's like, yeah, it's basically just Heat 5 the Gen 7 bodies. I'm not shocked by that. I mean, what am I trying to say? I'm not surprised the Gen 7's in there because they want to emulate real life. They got to update the cars. They can't just not do that. Yeah, the road courses in the Heat games were never really that fun to drive. They were goofy. They were definitely goofy. So I completely understand that notion. Let me just up my face came up a little bit. I saw Kurt 17th. That kind of makes me a little bit salty. Not gonna lie, makes me a little bit pissed. Then again, from all the practice I've done, Kurt very seldomly does well here. He's always slightly outside top 10, so I don't know what that means, but that's just kind of how this game seems to work with that. I'm not really expecting a whole lot other than, like I was saying, basically just Heat 5 Gen 7 buys and like the new tracks. I can't imagine it's going to be anything crazily different. Maybe a slightly different UI, but I don't think it's any... I don't know. I guess I have to wait and see. I could be very wrong, but... I'm keeping my expectations relatively tapered. Hello. Oh, hello, Lord. Thanks for stopping by in the stream. I appreciate it. Enjoy watching the Orville show and eating some homemade soup. Ooh, homemade soup. Don't get me hungry. Usually when I start these streams, I haven't ate anything all day, so then I'm like, by the end of it, I'm starting to get hungry, and then I get angry. Okay, not really, but... We are getting through the field. We're up inside the top 15. Up to 13th. We got Chase Elliott still leading. Lap traffic's going to be a massive issue here. I don't know why. I know why it's a short track, but they catch them extremely fast. Usually at these types of tracks where it's like a mile long, maybe it'll take like 20, 25 laps. But here, Chase has already caught them in 15 laps. That is insane. Hungry and angry like a saying. That is true. You got a point there. But lap traffic should mess up Chase here at some point. I don't really expect to do anything much in Stage 1 other than maybe, get stage points, which we're just about there, so... Today's going to be a good race. I don't have very high hopes for it. The spring race was pretty rough. The truck race didn't look too promising. So by the trends, I'll be amazed if it's a good one. But I just don't think it's going to be all that good. The only thing that will make the race good is just watching Day 500 stream of it, because usually that's always what that's always entertaining to watch. So I will be looking forward to that as usual. Basically, it makes any bad race good, except for the Indy road course. That one that just bored me to tears until the end. Watching the final 2 of Star Trek. Well, it sounds like a good chill time that you're having, so that's cool to hear. I'm glad you're watching my stream, even doing other stuff too. That's pretty cool. Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, I don't blame you about not getting excited for Richmond race. I don't know what on earth happened to that track. It's just not nearly as interesting as it used to be. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know what to explain. Now, Dale Reynolds was saying on Twitter something about they used to put sealer on the track, which I do actually remember back in the day they did used to do that. So that might help it. I don't know. It's just odd. These Gen 7 cars just suck on short tracks for some reason. I don't know if that's like a I'm getting my tinfoil hat out. I don't know if it's a conspiracy to like for them to purposely make short tracks bad so people start hating them, and then they like then they have like a reason to get rid of them on the schedule, and then you know then we get more freaking mile and a halves, more road courses, more baby Daytona Day monstrosities. Like I don't know. I don't know. We finally passed Logano, so it looks like Logano's not going to have a chance to win. The game almost predicted Harvick winning last week. He ended up getting third, and Logano got second. I mean, I ended up winning, but... So, the game was almost close to predicting a winner. It's just Harvick got boned by lap traffic, I think, and that was just very unfortunate. So, that would have been great, because that would have been like 3 times this season that the game predicted a winner. But the last time that happened was... Geez, Charlotte, I think? Maybe it's born because Ricky Rudd is around to defend his turf. You know, that might be... You know, you have a case there. You do have an argument there. That... Tyler Reddick is so slow. I mean, I expected him to be slow, but I didn't expect him to be last. What is that? This game is so weird when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, so apparently Reddick is going to be slower than a Rick Ware racing car today. That sure game. I will thoroughly disagree. I will thoroughly disagree on that.
That was a better lap.
Oh yeah, that was a better lap. That was my fastest lap of the race so far. We are catching Chase Elliott just a little bit. I think mainly a lot of that is just lap traffic. Does the mod have Ricky Rudd? Yeah, it has Ricky Rudd. Has his 20 car and then his 10 Tide ride.
Careful, still there. Clear all around.
Reddit is slow because he's scrolling through Reddit. Oh my. Oh, the puns. I love it. I see what you did there. That is for P8. I think we have a decent enough car to have a shot for the win. Also, why is Eric Jones slow? Jeez. I didn't think it would be like in the top 35. That is... No! Oh, he's 6th! He's legitimately... I was worried that he was a lap down. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought. I really thought he was a lap down. But no, he's just in 6th. I like that. Okay. But, yeah. Oh, well, hello, Akbar. Thanks for stopping by. It's no worries that you're late. It's okay. I'm glad you're here regardless. So we're almost halfway through Stage 1. I don't know why they did this in real life now, where Stage 1 is really short and Stage 2 is like almost twice as long. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Still there. Alright, clear outside. Got a car coming high now.
Yeah, we're almost 10 seconds back to Chase Elliott. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to win this stage. But it's more or less just trying to put ourselves in a good position for the second stage so we can have a chance to get up there. So I think we can do that. But yeah, I don't know what is with this game in Richmond. The AI can just catch lap traffic very quickly, and the skills spread is set to narrow, so it's about as about as competitive as it could possibly be with like the skill, like the skill gap between all the AI should be as close as possible. So catching lap traffic shouldn't take 15 laps. I don't know. It is very quick.
Bottom looks good.
But Harvick's getting held up. We're going to get to the inside of him, get by Justin Haley and BJ McLeod, who's in 33rd, actually. It's a better than average day for him, potentially.
Careful, still there. Top 3, use it if needed.
But yeah, we're still losing time to chase.
Stay to your left. All clear, no pressure from behind.
Hey, Ultimate Dragon, thanks for stopping by in the stream. I appreciate it. I was just talking about the truck race and how uneventful it was. Good lord, that was just awful. I don't even know what words to say. I think Jeff Gluck said it best that it was a race that occurred.
Keep hitting your mark. You'll keep getting better. Got a car high now.
Hello, 8-Bit. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
I don't know who's second place. I don't know how close they are to Chase Elliott, but hopefully it's an interesting battle up there because we're not going to really be able to make a difference with this so far. But the fuel load is about 108 laps, so we can go a very long time on fuel. Maybe it's a little bit more or less, I'm not sure. Yeah, I've heard about NASCAR Rivals. I said this earlier. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty similar to Heat 5 in terms of just graphics, gameplay, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be basically like the Ultimate Edition Plus from what I can look at. But with the Gen 7 bodies and the new tracks. Maybe it'll be, I don't know, a lot of the descriptions just vague business words like revamped AI, better AI, new career. It's like, well, that doesn't really tell me a whole lot, so I'm just going to assume it's virtually the same. If it was different, they would have probably mentioned something a little more significant than just improved AI, improved, like, just very vague wording, so.
Got one peeking outside. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
That's what I think. Yeah, I've seen the screenshots. I think I saw it on Gary Owen's Twitter. And that pretty much confirmed what I was already thinking because, yeah, that looks like, you know, Heat 5 with Gen 7 bodies. So. Oh, God, Eric Jones. Don't wreck. Thank you, you legend. Don't do that again, though. I don't want you to. That could have been really bad. Yeah, that's another thing too with this game. Yeah, the AI dive bombing is it's quite obnoxious. Not really looking forward to Ignition 22 update. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I don't think really anyone has high hopes for that. Good save by Jones, though.
Careful, still there. All clear, no pressure from behind. All the way to the wall, right side. Clear all around.
Man, imagine if this race didn't have stages. We would be really screwed with I don't know if we would be. It probably would be screwed. Because, yeah, we're still losing time. I thought I would gain a little bit more than him, but yeah, I guess he's just cutting through lap traffic really well. Because I just can't really run him down. But then again, we started last, and we're up to 6th, so that's pretty good on its own. So we got Kyle Busch 5th, Bowman's 4th. Don't remember who's in 3rd or 2nd, but I think Ryan Blaney's up there, I think.
Careful, still there. Nobody out back.
Brad Sachokins. Yeah, I think everybody expected him to do a lot better. I mean, I definitely expected a step down because he's going from, you know, Penske to, yeah, Roush. But I didn't expect it to be as rough as it has been for him. But he qualified well today, so I don't know if that means anything. But it's something. So hopefully he can end up doing pretty well in the race. I like to see him take that team and win, especially like to see that 6-car victory lane. Last time that happened was 2011 at Daytona, so it's been a minute.
Careful, still there.
Oh, is this the Newman car that... No, I thought that was the Newman car where like the logo was slanted, and it was one of the most bizarre
All clear.
paint scheme decisions that I can recall in a long time. Wow, race. I really hope I didn't say that. If I said that, I'm just gonna end the stream. That's embarrassing. Right? Is Reddick 2 laps down already? Oh my god. That is diabolically slow. I'm not used to him being like that. Larson's already a lap down. What? He's 21st. He's getting beat by Corey LaJoie. What? That's not right.
Still there.
I'm upset by that. That don't make any sense.
You're clear.
Ryan Newman's wiener car. That it is. Timmy Hill's 39th. Okay, never mind. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking that was... Well, then again, Ty Dillon's 96 car looks a lot like that from a distance. So I understand that I was able to make a mistake on that. So we're 12.6 back. So the gap is kind of stabilized of sorts. Car, in terms of the fall off, hasn't been too bad.
Still there. All the way up. Get up. Get up. Clear high.
At least Boyer isn't there to spin. I remember that. I remember that. Bad times.
Stay left.
Cowboys drive the pace car for next year.
All clear.
Oh, that's awful.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
Well, okay, we're starting to lose time again. So Chase is going to be stuck in some lap traffic pretty badly here eventually, so, I don't know. I mean, we just have to worry not going a lap down. That's really all we got to worry about, so don't really think that's going to be a problem for us because we're not losing enough time to worry about that. But 2.9 ahead of Kyle, or behind Kyle. I can see his cars slightly in the distance. Very curious to see how many cars Chase has lapped up to this point. It's got to be almost inside the top 10, which is insane because it's only 55 laps.
Careful, still
I just
there.
wonder like how fast he is going around the track.
All clear.
Imagine Ryan Blaney and Truex being out of the playoffs. Oh boy, that... Yeah, you might see a rant from me if that happens. That's going to be really, really stupid and just a bad look on the sport in general to see something that dumb. It's almost like this playoff format's stupid and it rewards wins so hardcore to the point that being consistent just doesn't matter at all. It's really just dumb. I hate it. Why can't we just have like the top 10 in points? Why can't we just have the OG plate chase format? Top 10 making in points. Doesn't matter if you win or not. That's it. Top 10 in points. There you go. It's like, what happens now if Kurt doesn't race for the rest of the season, and he's basically taking up a playoff spot? Like, isn't that stupid? Like, that's just a dumb scenario.
Stay on the bottom.
Like, how does that work?
Out back.
Because I don't think we've ever had a scenario where a driver won a race, then gets injured and isn't racing throughout the season. Like, what happens then? I don't know. Well, I see Kyle Busch up there. I think I am closing in on him, though. He is riding the high lane, so that's kind of boning him. That would be really funny. I don't think it's going to happen. That wouldn't make any sense, but it'll just be really funny if like something comes up and it's like, well, Kurt's not going to race the rest of the season. We're going to put Ty Gibbs in Kurt's spot. He's going to be in the playoffs because of that. A driver that's going to, like, can you imagine? I don't think it's ever going to happen. That's not going to ever happen, but they transfer Kurt's points to Ty Gibbs and his win, so therefore Ty Gibbs is in the chase, and then he ends up winning the championship, even though he's only ran like 15 races. Oh my god, that would be just... Oh, holy moly, that's just the scenario. Yeah, cutting through the field. Things are looking good for us. About to get 5th here with Kyle Busch, at least eventually. And I think 4th is Bowman, so he's right up the road to replace him with Chef. Oh god, that'll be awkward. God, I hope Kurt comes back. I'm just so upset that this situation happened to him, and it's just such bullshit. I hate it. I agree, Jake. My head would explode if that happened. That would be insane. That would be insane. Ty Gibbs wins the championship only after showing up for 14 races after Pocono. Oh god, that would be a disaster. Oh, Kyle's getting held up by lap traffic again. And poor Tyler Reddick has gone 3 laps down at least in the span of 67 laps. That is awful. That is awful. He's going to be like at least 10 laps down by the end of this race. I'm calling it. That is just despicable. We gained a lot in Chase Elliott that lap. I don't know if that means anything. Probably just got through the corner good because I just shut the hell up for a lap, but... You know, I can't do that, really. Like, I like to try to not do that, because then that defeats the whole purpose of the stream. If I just don't talk, then it'll just be a silent stream, and then that's not fun. But yeah, we're actually starting to close in, so maybe the tire wear fall-off thing's starting to kick in 70 laps into the run. I don't know, but... We're in 5th. It's not bad considering we literally started 38th. Didn't get any damage on the car, at least not any significant stuff that I can see. Anything with the engine, nothing with the aero. Yeah, so we're good on that damage, or on that front, so that's really good. There's only like 6 cars on lead. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense because I'm on the lead lap. Would be interested just to see what it's like at the end of the stage because it has to be definitely less than 10 on a lead lap right now, which is insane. If I had to guess, it has to be under 10. Eric Jones just low-key good today, which I love to see. Bowman stuck in lap traffic, so that could be a potential spot there. I guess we'll see now, like, who's in third. Once we pass Bowman, we'll see who gets up there.
Stay low, stay low. Car high, careful.
That's Brad. Okay, Brad's in second.
All clear.
He's 8.2 back, so I think that means Chase has a 4-second lead. That's honestly pretty realistic for modern day Richmond to have a big lead like that, so I can't even be upset about that. That probably makes a lot of sense. Get rid of Paul Tracy for Kurt. I mean, yeah, be a good idea. Kurt for SRX would be pretty cool, but then again, you know, if he has a concussion and like it's still a big problem, then he can't race in something like that, which will suck.
Careful, still there. All clear.
But I have to see, you know, we'll have to see how he does, like, when Kurt actually does come back, whether it be later this year or next year. If that season he doesn't do well, I think then he'll probably want to retire. Or, oh, God. Hello, Cody Ware blowing up, with 4 laps to go in the stage. Well, that didn't really affect anything for me, but that could have been really bad for the rest of the field. Yeah, that was... Yeah, no warning there, just kind of happened. I think he made it to pit road, so thank goodness. Look at the NASCAR control tower being like, I don't know, making sense. They didn't just throw yellow for that. Usually they kind of do for stuff like that in this game, so bravo to them. So with 2 to go in stage 1, we're going to end up getting 4th. We're still about 12.5 seconds back. It's been kind of fluctuating, but it hasn't gotten any bigger. So that must be good to some degree. But that was a very nice, fluid, casual stage 1. I like that. I'm sure in real life, if somebody went from 38th to 4th in 1 lap, that would be pretty great TV entertainment right there.
Right side's clear.
So Blaney's 3rd, Busch is 6th. I'll take a look and see how many cars are a lap down. It has to be under 10. There we go. Nah, I mean, that was pretty straightforward of a stage there. Eric Jones 7th, Hamlin 8th, and Harvick 10th, and there's our stuff there. So, I will say Christopher Buescher. Oh my God! So, whoever had that on their bingo card, how many cars are in the lap, is like, oh, there's only 6. Well, you're pretty damn close because there's only 7. That is insane. That can't make sense. I'm offended. We're gonna pit. I don't understand. That's not right. That is not right at all. It should not be like that. I don't even know what to say. Well, we got track position and... Yep. And we'll get a nice launch on the start, but we're on the outside though, so that kind of sucks.
Still there. Inside.
I don't know why I went up to the high side, but... Oh well. We'll get a good run off turn 2, but... Get to the inside, get to the inside, get to the inside. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well... I don't think I'll be able to do anything for Chase unless he just wants to ride up to the high side the whole time. Kind of like what Brad did there, because that kind of helped me out, but... Sometimes the AI do that, and it doesn't make any sense. Why are you leading and then just riding the high lane and losing time? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Keep it up. That was your best lap ever.
Oh, you're right, huh. Haven't gotten under a 21 second, which I've been able to do a couple times, but... Have not done that yet. He's gonna, yeah, Chase is gonna probably pull away from me for a bit. But it's okay. Lap traffic's gonna probably help us out. Mess up turn 1 there, so that doesn't really help. That's annoying. Well, Brad, if you want to get by me, you know the old saying, gotta do it around the outside. I've said this for years now. You think somebody would eventually learn that message I've been giving to all these people? Yeah, short runs are gonna suck for us. Long runs, I think, are gonna be our biggest friend. Also, the car is just a bit too tight on the short run too. But I kind of want that so in the long run it doesn't get just undrivable. So I don't know. I would like to go a little bit lower, but I don't want to burn my tires up even more. So I'm not sure what to do exactly. I guess it just goes into another tangent of how this game is at Richmond. Why'd I burp? At Richmond, where the AI are so fast, because there was pretty much a story where if you have them on like the max difficulty of 105, even like esport pro drivers can't compete with them. Like that is some next level of like tire grip and just every insanity that they are glued to the track that hardcore. That's just absurd. That's like, that is just, I don't know what it is. They never able to fix that. Look at Christopher Fry, my PR guy, with the frickin' asking for likes in the stream. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Yeah, like I was saying before, there's more people here than a little bit ago, but I do want to have a stream goal where if it gets to 50, I'll show you like a sneak preview of the Xfinity video I'm working on, because I have about half of it done. So that'll be kind of cool to watch all that and kind of see what I've been working on and talking about forever. So yeah, that'll be kind of a cool goal. I'm losing so much ground to chase, so much now. It's just lap traffic, please. I need to be saved by them. I cannot do it just by myself on a short run. Hey, JC's here with the peanut. JC, do I gotta mail you like peanuts or something? Because you have been obsessed with those for the last couple weeks, and it's kind of freaking me out. Can you imagine if I go to like the post office or something, and I say, "Hey, I want to mail this," and I just give them like a peanut? They're gonna be so confused. Do you prefer a day or night race at Richmond? I think both. I thought it was cool for a couple of years there in like 2015 and 16. Like they had one race that was in day and one race was at night. I thought that was a cool idea. I'll be fine with that. I think Chase has his whole car wrapped in clear tape. Yeah, it's them cheating Chevys? I was gonna say Yoders, but that's not really the right vernacular. Sponsored by Press and Seal. That's a good one. Well, the good news is Chase has caught lap traffic in 15 laps. And we found somebody slower than Tyler Reddick in this race, because there's another car Reddick has passed. That is astronomically wild to think about. But it has occurred. And it is a real weird sight to behold to witness something like that. Eric Jones is 5th! Holy shit, look at him go! Though, I mean, if this goes green the whole way. Yeah, if it goes green the whole way, I mean, there's a strong chance that less than 5 cars will be on the lead lap by the end of this. I mean, the fact that so many got lapped in 80 laps, and this is almost double the length, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, or if we had less than 4. Like, it'll be that insane. Yeah, Joey Gase is just very slow. Nobody I don't think is DNF'd. Well, Joey Gase is 37th, but is he actually like? I don't know. Where's Reg? Is he still last? He is still. Holy goodness, that is awful. Hello, Reddick. He better not get wrecked. He better not get wrecked from that. I didn't even mean to tap
Stay to
him.
your left.
Thank you.
Nobody out back.
Just got... Well, I'm sorry to hear that the Switch boned you that hard, Daytona. I can't even imagine racing at Daytona without a mirror. Oh, wait, yes, I have. I've done that on Ignition. It's awful. It's almost like as if you need a mirror in a racing game. Who would have thought? I would like to think the NASCAR Rivals thing will have a mirror, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. So that'll be annoying. I'll probably complain about that because, you know, I would very much appreciate a mirror of some capacity. So we're still 2.7 back from the leader. Chase has been getting through lap traffic really well. I mean, he's been shockingly good. In all the practice stuff I've done, he hasn't been that fast. So the fact that he's doing this good here, it's kind of shocking because every practice session I've done, it's either been like Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, or Truex. That's pretty much how it's been in all the other like 4 attempts I did off camera. Yeah, last night. So it's interesting. There are actually a lot of racing uses without mirrors. Well, that's stupid. It is just stupid.
Careful, still there. All clear. Inside. Left side's clear.
Brad's trying really hard to get by me. And I think it's gonna eventually happen. He's just poking his nose. He's just waiting. He's waiting for that right moment to be like, hey, this is the perfect time to just send it in the corner and wreck his bitch ass. Gran Torino never had a mirror in there. That's stupid.
Careful, still there. Clear all around.
Going to any race. I wish I could go to races, but I just can't. I just can't.
Look ahead for me. Clear outside. Hold your line. Got one outside. Nobody out back.
How would it work if Brad wins, but he's got negative 10 playoff points? Oh, that'd be funny if they actually do something like that. I mean, it could happen. I don't think it would be like negative 10 because they start you off with like,
Careful, still there.
I don't know, 4,000 points or something. So he would just have like,
All clear.
I don't know, 3980 or something like that. I don't know, just something. They probably wouldn't start with negative 10, but it would be 10 lower than whatever you start out with, I guess. Well, it's like 4,000 and it's plus whatever playoff points, wins, and all that stuff adds into it, so that's probably it. Yeah, 10 points isn't, especially, well, I guess for for Brad's case, probably getting 10 points will be hard because it's not. Oh my god, I can't talk. I'm getting too excited. Brad usually is never in like stage point territory, so probably 10 points would be a lot for someone like him. Also, we've lost more time to Chase Elliott, so hooray! It's like as if he is just unstoppable today. Hello, Dark Crypto.
Stay left. Clear right. Outside by himself. Still there. All clear.
You think the race will be a snoozer? Yeah, I probably think there's a strong chance it will. I'll be shocked if it ends up being really good. But the spring race didn't give me much promise. I didn't really hear anything about them changing the aero package or anything of the sort. So I think it's still going to be probably just bad. So I don't really have high hopes for it. I'm just looking forward to Day 500 stream because that's usually more it's always entertaining to watch his streams no matter what. So I'm looking forward to that as usual. From what it seemed like when I was doing this, you know, in stage 1, it seemed like it took what 70 laps for me to start noticing like, hey, I'm able to kind of reel them in. So as long as we could just keep that gap at a minimal, it might be worth it. I don't know why Larson's 24th. It's not that bad. He's Citrus running faster than him in 2021. Okay.
All clear. Careful, still there.
Well, I guess since we're just kind of chilling around the track, we can do What If Racing's handy-dandy guide to getting around the track at a somewhat competitive level. We'll do it next lap, though, because I already kind of started too late on that. But yeah, Richmond, kind of like a lot with the Heat games, and a lot of just how the braking is in general. You got to be very careful on how you hit the brakes. So where I generally start to slow down and start hitting the brakes is right when I like get pretty close to that, you know, dotted white line. And then I just kind of coast for a while, try to keep as close to that yellow line as possible. And then going into turn 3, I start slowing down right when I see that dotted line, like where the pit road exit is. And that's generally the way to get around the track. Somebody I thought was down pit road, but...
Still there.
And also with this game and just how you have to, you know, hit the brakes. You have to kind of hit the brakes and then hit the gas at like the same time to kind of like balance the car out. So it's like brake, gas, brake. And it kind of helps that. I don't know why it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But as I explain... Oh, Joey Logano's out of the race. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited I almost choked. Good times. Good times. I lost second place because I tried explaining how I got up on the track and I lost time.
Stay left.
Oh, Reddick. Reddick, yes. You slow bastard. Thank you.
Careful, still there.
Go. Go. Yeah, we got back second. But we lost a lot of time, so that is, that's very, very unfortunate. It was like 4.6 when we crossed the line. Only lost a 10, so yeah, Chase is almost running 21 O's. Which is kind of terrifying. And that time we gained 2/10. It's so it's just his lap times are inconsistent, which I guess is a good thing. So he's not just a machine, but he's generally pretty consistent still. Busher, if you did something like that, we were going to have some big problems. Now, that lap, we lost 3/10. That was slower, so that kind of makes sense. I can't really see him, so I don't know how he's getting around lap traffic, but I think he just got around them all, so... Yeah, he's just... I don't know if I have anything for him. Unless, you know, this race, you know... The last stage is going to be like 180 laps or 70, so... I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to get really lucky. I mean, I know we get really good launches on the start, so that could kind of help us out a little bit. So, I don't know. I have to wait and see, but so far... I think Chase has the best car. I don't think I really have anything for him. Ryan Blaney's 8th, a lap down in 47... Oh, he might have been the lucky dog, so I can't really... Yeah, I can't count him.
Still there. All clear.
Hamlin's
Careful, still there.
I don't know. That's just I don't know. Is Chase really lapping up to 7th, or those are just like lucky dog cars or something? I don't know. That can't. Oh, it might be. I mean,
Careful, still there.
Eric Jones is what 10 seconds back, so
All clear.
it could be possible that he just straight up just lapped them, which is absolutely insane because it's only been 50 laps. Well, at this point, I think this is kind of guaranteed that we're going to get a top 5. I think that's a safe bet.
Still there. You're all clear up top. Looking outside now. All clear, no pressure from
I think it's
behind.
cool you can change what car you're driving mid-season in the older. Yeah. Yeah, good times. These the heat games, you can kind of do that when you're doing like championship mode and stuff. That's cool.
All clear. Car high. Careful. Clear right.
So yeah, we're still losing time to Chase. I guess he's still getting around lap traffic pretty well. If I'm not perfect, if I don't get through the corner just right, I lose time. It's just
Careful. Still there.
well, this is why I did not win the court race at Richmond, because I just wasn't that good. Now Winfield, on the other hand, he destroyed the field in such a way that I can't even like begin to explain. I mean, he like almost lapped everyone. I mean, it was just outrageously fast. I was like 3rd, so
Still there.
yeah. But Chase lost a lot of time that lap. He lost about a second, so something's happened to him.
Still there.
I like that.
All right, clear outside.
Still 4 seconds. Ty Dillon gives me room, so hate to admit it, but thank you, Ty Dillon, for giving me room.
Nobody out back. Car there on the outside. Clear to the right.
Yeah, I pushed the car too much there. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep losing time. I keep fucking up. Yeah, that's an ugly time. If I get anywhere like a 21-3, it's just not good.
Still there.
Oh, changing drivers. Okay.
All clear.
Yeah, I think that only happened in NASCAR 5 like mid-season. That was really the only game they did that. Man, now, remember when we had we gained a second on Chase Elliott? Now we just basically lost it all again. It's just crazy. It's insane how fast he is.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Quinhoff is in 25th. That little bump did that much to my nose. What? What is my nose made out of? Freaking paper mache? That is pathetic. Well, that's going to make my car tighter. Oh my god, holy tight. Oh, man. We're gonna have to make this car looser. It's still just so damn tight. Well, I mean, I got that nose damage from quite possibly the dumbest way possible. That little tap should not do that to a car. That is pathetic. I didn't even hear a tunk. I didn't even hear any sound effect for that. 3%. 3% lost on that. Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, this it's a nice rusty scheme. I like it.
Still there. All clear. Right side's clear.
Now that lap, for whatever reason, I gained like half a second. So I think lap traffic must be holding them up.
Are there on the outside?
It's like really, I think the second time I've noticed a substantial amount of time gained by lap traffic messing up. I don't know. It's just tough.
Stay left. Right side's clear.
I don't know. I think the only way we have a shot at this is, I mean, once we get the lead at the end of stage, you know, when we start stage 3, if we start second, we'll get a good launch on the start. And then we can kind of hold them off for a little bit. That might help us out. Because then by the time we catch lap traffic, you know, we won't be as far back. So maybe that'll help. I don't know. It also depends, too, if he just decides to just run up into the outside wall. Or, you know, runs up high in the corners and messes his own race up. That would help us out, too. I think we're finally starting against that run where I think I can start to reel them in a time. But the car's starting to loosen up a little bit. So I'm not sure. Am I big into Marvel movies? No, I'm not. I'm sorry. The only one I saw was the first Iron Man. And it was good. I liked it. That's all I've seen, though. Well, we're almost halfway through stage 2. It's been a very realistic Richmond race.
Stay to your left.
Leader pulls away, not a whole lot's going on. The only thing that's not realistic is the fact we're lapping this many people, but as far as the racing and how most things are kind of spread out, it's kind of realistic. I don't think Elliott will win. He's starting 23rd. Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, I'll be amazed if that is the case. I mean, this game, more often than not, doesn't always accurately depict who will win. It's only been right twice, so I don't think it's going to happen, based on the trends.
Careful, still there. Nobody out back. Careful, still there. Careful, still there.
Still 5.1 back. Really nothing too much has changed
Careful, still there.
with the interval in a while.
All clear.
But top 5 is interesting. Brad's been up there basically the whole race, but the biggest shock is Eric Jones in 5th. Did not expect that on my bingo card today.
Outside. Got a car
That's
down
pretty
the
cool.
inside now. All clear, no pressure from behind.
You know, we gained a couple tenths there right at the end, so maybe that was lap traffic causing that, but... Well, what's interesting is the next 30 laps,
Careful,
something
still
like
there.
that, we're going to be pitting, so it'd be kind of cool to get a green flag pit stop. I think we can gain time from that.
Power's calling
Never mind. Thanks, game. There was only 4 on lead lap. Oh my god. Wow. Jesus Christ. Okay, that is kind of insane. That I was kind of right. We were going to have less than 4 on lead lap because we were just about to have that, but wow. Okay, well, that's our first organic yellow of the day. So we're going to lower the wedge a little bit more just because we don't have nearly as long of a green flag run here at the end. So we'll do that. 4 tires and fuel, repair damage. We'll probably start third. Yep, because we lost a spot. But we can cheese the start. And that will help us out.
We're going green. Be ready.
And there we go. There we go. Duck down low. And then
Got a car coming high
let's
now.
get through the corner.
All right, bud. Look ahead
There
for
we
me.
go. Hooray to acceleration on the start. That is just disgusting. But new leader for the first time today, I
On
think.
the outside now.
All we'll try to do is just hang on to the lead. Try to catch lap traffic, and then hopefully Chase gets held up by him. Or Chase can go up high in the corner and then make it easier for me. So that helps out too. So thank you, Chase. Look at that. Chase is just letting me there. He's just helping me out. Eric Jones got back on the... Got the lucky dog, so... He may not go a lap down by the end of this, just because I think he's fast enough to get around people. So I think he's gonna probably get back to the, this main group of cars after everything's all settled. He made the car just a little bit looser, so hopefully it'll be better on the short run. We don't have nearly as big of a long run as we did before, so we should be able to hang on to this. But I wouldn't be shocked if Chase gets by me, though.
Keep it up. That was your best lap ever.
You're right, Crew Chief. That was my best lap of the race. Not my best lap ever, but definitely best lap of the race. I don't know what kind of narrative he's trying to pull on me. Oh, boy, that almost wrecked there. There goes Brad trying to... he's making it interesting back there, which is good.
That was a better lap.
Oh, 20.9. Hey, we finally got to that point. That was pretty cool. That was like a flawless lap by me. I'm proud of that. I don't think this one's going to be as good, but... No, it's worse. Yeah, I could definitely feel it being a lot better. It's definitely turning way more, so that adjustment did help. I'm just worried about the long run, because that's kind of why I had the car originally a little bit tighter, just so it did help out in the long runs, so I don't know. But we are running a lot more consistently. And I mean, we are, well, Brad's still there, so it's still pretty close. I haven't really pulled away. Inside Line had, like, at least 10 songs. It was just not one. What? Hope you don't spin and have to go through the field again. I mean, it wouldn't even really be that bad because there's only like 5 on lead laps, so I would just start 5th and then I could just restart and, you know, have the epic restart gear and get the lead. So I don't even think it'll be that bad. Oh, hi, Brad. Almost got me there. It's a good. That was a good run out turn 2. Another really good run there. That was good. Yeah, as you can see, I'm definitely not the fastest. I am holding up Brad and Chase. Brad and Chase have been the class of the field in terms of speed. We just got here because of the restart, and I'm just kind of good enough to hold them up. But we do got lap traffic here, so that could definitely mess things up for them. Yeah, Truex winning here is a good pick. At least I think so. Really beat Jim McLeod. That is the saddest... Okay, he saved. I was going to say that was going to be really bad.
Left side. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear. Outside. Outside. Nobody out back. Inside. All clear.
Brad's trying. I gotta give him props for that. He is really, really trying. Lap trap really didn't even phase him because I basically gave him a lane to get by them all. Reddick, what? 8 laps down? I mean, it might be. If we get another yellow or the stage ends, I'll have to take a look at see how many laps down he is, because it is just... He was already like 3 down in stage 1 in an 80-lap span. So I can't imagine he's doing very good right now. He might be realistically like 6 down.
No pressure from behind.
Well, I mean, at least my settings are working as they're intending. Like, it's definitely... Timmy Hill! Why? Why would you just get in the way? That is a yellow. Why? That was the dumbest shit. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, Timmy Hill? Why do you insist to just block me? Why? Oh my god, Tyler Reddick is 8 laps down. He's pitting though, so... Did something happen on track? It's just... I don't know, that makes you wonder if that wreck wasn't a yellow. I don't really know. Because now I'm baffled. I don't know. That is weird.
Right, out there. Going green. Coming to the green.
Well, kind of the same thing as before. We'll just get a good launch on the start
Clear outside.
and hold on to the lead and all that stuff. All I can do now is just defend the bottom and just kind of go from there. So again, they're just getting this, you know, this, this fucking dumbass angle. Like, that shouldn't work. He's entering the angle, like, in the corner so damn low, and it just... Why do I bother even complaining about it? I don't know. But it's just annoying. Because I can't go all the way down here and make the corner stick on the bottom and gain time. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Inside. Clear all around.
Well, now we just gotta hope lap traffic messes them up. Which, I mean, we got enough laps to do that, but it's just, you know, by the time he gets there, we're gonna lose so much of our... We're gonna lose so much time to him, it's not even gonna matter. And the AI aren't being extra stupid today, where they're just, like, running the high lane in the corners. Messing up their race, so... That doesn't really help me out. Which I guess is a good thing, but... I like that element of cheese, though. Yeah. Yeah, I just couldn't hold the bomb like I should. Go ahead, Brad, have fun. Don't make me regret it. Catch him even in Brad. Go ahead. I like to see if he can run him down. It's so hard to be consistent. It's so hard to be consistent. Oh, now Brad wants to go up high. Okay, yeah, let's just needlessly battle for a second.
Still there.
That's gonna make things better. Yeah, smart idea. Now he's gonna wreck in turn 3. Now Chase Elliott went up high. Why? Why Brad wreck from that? Why? Also, that just gave Eric Jones third. Alright, Chase, are you gonna keep going to the high side? Yes, he is. That's good. I don't know what makes them do that. Like, what in their coding decides them to run up there. I mean, it helped me out a tiny bit, but it wasn't enough. Now he's doing it again. I like it. We'll gain some... We do gain time, but it's like a 10th. It's not even that significant enough because he's just that fast. So what is it? Yeah, 9/10 of a second. Let's see what it is after this lap. We actually got to the corner pretty normally. I fucked up the corner, so that doesn't help either. I'm hanging with them a little bit better, so I do think my adjustments helped. It's just, you know, I can't compete with Chase. It's just on a whole other sphere. But maybe lap traffic could do something, especially if he keeps running up high and being stupid. That we could get the lead from that. We could bullshit a stage win out of all that. Well, I don't know what Chase Elliott's strategy is, but... Oh, he's doing it again. It's a sign. It's the prodigal sign. To screw me up. Or, for me to get the stage win. Because Chase Elliott just refuses to go on the bottom. What's this freaking, like, psychoanalysis, psychology nonsense he's trying to pull on me? Or is this him, like, teasing me with the lead? Is that what he's trying to? Because that's going to kind of bug the shit out of me. If that's what he's trying to do this whole time. There goes Tyler Reddick going, what, 9 laps down now? Lap traffic is here, and we might benefit from it.
Stay left. Car outside. All
Brad
clear.
took over a third again, so now he's back to where he was. Chase goes up high.
Stay to your left.
Hello, Alfredo. Car.
Still there.
Go up to the wall. Like what? Really?
Ahead for me.
Really? That's.
Outside.
Whatever, we're fine. It's just him being stupid. God damn it, Joey Gates. What? What? Oh, Chase went up high again.
Careful, still there. Clear right. Careful, still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Uh-oh, Chase getting held up again. Oh my god, he made it 3 wide. Damn. What a Chad. Yeah, I'm so close, but so far away. Oh, never mind.
Careful, still there.
He's doing the weird... I don't know why he went up. I mean, that really messed him up. He's doing it again. Okay, we can live with this. Timmy Hill, get your bitch ass out of the way. Thank you. Yeah, there's just kind of one of those scenarios where
Left side's clear.
there's, you know, cars on the inside and outside lane, and Chase has nowhere really to go and kind of gets stacked up. Kind of like that. Lap traffic, thank you. Finally, you boned someone other than me.
Careful, still there.
There we go. Get down low here.
20 laps to go. Careful, still there.
And send it in, and it worked. Chase is on the ultra mega high
All the way
lane.
to the wall.
But we got the lead. Back to the first we go. Thank you, lap traffic. And I just botched turn 3. No. At least give me this lap.
Stay high.
Give me
stay
this
high.
lap. Thank you. Yes. Oh, Cole, you bastard. You gave him room. Why would you do
Stay on the
that?
bottom here.
Ah, man.
Right side. You got room. You're clear.
They just need to... He needs to catch him at, like, the worst time. Or just like that. Okay, that actually really helps us out. Well, thank you, Corey LaJoy.
Hold your line.
Oh, we're clear. Okay.
Got a car low now. Got a car high
Sorry,
now.
Chase. Kind of parked the bus on there.
Come and see quick.
Oh, come on. God. Ah, I'm so close. I'm so close to just getting the lead. And I keep
Stay on the bottom
choking it away. Alright, Chase goes up high again. Battle for lead version 7 maybe now? I don't know, but we're there. He's actually kind of stayed right behind him. I thought he would try to go somewhere else, but Austin Dillon's just being stupid. And, oh, look at that! It held him up! Made Chase stop. Hit the brakes. I like to see that. And back into the lead we go. Beautiful. And we got, like, at least a lap car buffer. So maybe that will help us out. Yeah, there we go. Ha! Yes! Yes, finally. Yeah, he lost a lot of time. Lap traffic boned him in a horrific way. Alright, well, 13 to go on the stage. Might have the stage dub. Chase has finally got around all those lap cars, so that's a little bit concerning, but we got a buffer. Ross Chastain, be Ross Chastain, and hold them up, or do something stupid. Hell of a battle for a lead, though. I like to see that. Hopefully you enjoy all this juicy, sexy action. And also, since I haven't said this in the stream yet, but hey, if you ever feel inclined to want to support the stream, support me, the content creator, go ahead, super chat, do whatever you gotta do to help me out in the channel. It's always very much appreciated, and it does mean a lot. So if you want to do that, go right ahead. If you want to see more greatness and you like what you saw and that was hot, do a super chat. I'm sorry.
Right side, all the way to the wall.
We got 1.2 second lead on Chase Elliott. Things are looking good.
I need 10 solid laps.
We got 10 more in the stage. There we go. Good times. How is Eugenics Online good? Considering what I went through with the Eugenics games and like their online lobbies, it was ass. A lot of lag, a lot of netcode issues, lag bubbles where on your screen you won't be touching them, but then on theirs you're wrecking them. Like it was so inconsistent. I remember with 2011 when trying to do like a league race, it would take like over an hour just to get everybody connected because there was so much internet connection issues. Like there would be many instances where many people, where every game they play would be fine, but then they go on 2011 and it'd just be a mess. That was kind of always that was kind of the notion with a lot of it. So yeah, the online wasn't that great for it. There was always a lot of problems with it. Remember 50 likes and what if will I forget what he said, but he do. Christopher Fry, I'll explain it. So basically, if the stream gets 50 likes, I'll show a sneak preview of the Xfinity video I'm working on, which is basically the series where I basically it's basically the series called A World Without Leeches, just to see like what the series would be, how many different winners would happen, how many repeating winners, just how well, not the universe, but the series would be without Cup regulars taking away wins from. The Cup guys taking away taking away the wins from the Xfinity regulars, and how that would go. So, the first part's just like 1982. Maybe the second part will have multiples. I'll do multiple seasons, but I'm not sure. It just depends on how I want to format the other ones. But that's how it's starting, and I kind of go through an introduction. I kind of explain what the series is going to be and how I define Leech and how we factor all that in. So, it sounds like there's a lot in the video, but it's only like 7 minutes long. I have about the first 3 minutes of it done. But generally it's going to be a little bit more of a shorter, it's going to be on the shorter side of the series compared to other ones. where we go through all that. So ideally the goal is to make the videos at least maybe 10 minutes long or under, just so I can get them out quicker. So there's not such a big gap in between stuff. So that's the plan. Never mind the fact we just got enormous damage, but I think we'll pit. Hopefully everybody pits as well. I mean, we went through about half a tank on fuel. That really messed up my car, so that's a bit of a concern. That's a stage dub. Who would have thought? Eric Jones got 4th. Nice. Remember when he almost didn't have stats, but then what if... Yeah, I remember. It was almost like as if voicing your opinion can make a difference. Who would have thought? Everybody's pitting. Good. But yeah, this is our setting. I mean, this is what we're going with. Go down pit road. Everybody else doing the same. Tyler Reddick update. He is 10 laps down. Oh my god. Last stage time we lost 4 spots because we had to repair the damage because we did lose, what, 6? 6 something. But yeah, here we go. Green flag. Last stage is underway. We'll get one of them master disgusting starts. That's what I meant if I somehow ended up spinning out and a caution comes out and I just, you know, that would pretty much what would happen, because there's only like 5 on lead laps, so nothing would happen. But we got the lead there. Chase is choking on the start to another dimension. And now Alex Bowman takes over second with 161 laps to go. And that means we'll definitely have to do a green flag pit stop at some point. That rant was probably the best one I've ever seen you do. Haven't seen you so angry. It was, I mean, it was just bad. Like, you're about to make a second game and not include stats. And this is, I gotta put into perspective that the Eugenics games never had stats either. So this was like such a basic common thing that was missing for years. So, yeah, the fact that we're going to go through a second game and going to be dealing with that shit again, it's like, yeah, I was pissed off about it. I mean, there is an element of always me playing it up for the camera, but the rage was real. Yeah, we went from voicing his opinion. Well, yeah, well, he told people that, like, criticize the game is like crybabies, and they're not grown-ups, and he's a grown-up because he's a big boy and doesn't get cared about it. So I don't know, there's a bunch of dumb hypocrisy, just stupid shit. Like, if you're really gonna sit there, all right, mods, ban them, thank you. Can't have spam in chat like that. Thank you. I don't know who sniped them, but that was pretty hot. Yeah, it's just kind of sad. It's unfortunate. I don't want to go on the ramen rant of the week, even though I haven't done that in like a month, so maybe I'm due. But yeah, it's kind of amazing. Yeah, the fact that like he's saying to anyone that criticizes the game as like crybabies, that's just absurd. Like, imagine, like, I don't understand how he doesn't. It's just weird. Yeah, we are crybabies. We're all crybabies. How dare we criticize? That's like if you criticize a movie because it has like massive narrative problems or it disrespects the previous lore that was established and just doesn't. Then your defense is, oh, you're crybabies. Not defending the point, not like conversing on, like, debating on, like, you know, hey, is that something worthy to complain about? Or no, just a blanket statement that's just absolutely ridiculous. It's just absurd. Oh my god, NASCAR Fan 24, you sent me through like a nostalgia flat. Eric Jones is second. What? What? That's insane. Is he gonna be the one that wins this race? What? That would be mind-boggling. I really want to see. I want to see that happen now. Hope Eric Jones has some mechanical issues. That's messed up. That's messed up. You can't say that. I don't want that to happen to Jones. I want him to win. Or at least run well. That would be kind of insane if he actually... If this game predicts him winning today, that's going to be mine. I'm going to be losing my shit. So far, to my shock, we're pulling away, and I don't really understand how. We were struggling like hardcore for the first two stages to keep the lead and like maintain it. Then all of a sudden, we get in this stage and we just have a 2-second lead. Chase Elliott's not even in the top 5 anymore. What? What happened to him?
Got a car low now. Left side's clear.
I don't understand any of this right now. Well, to be fair, in the couple of practice attempts I did for this race, Eric Jones always would run pretty well. He would have, I mean, he would have like a top 10 kind of run. So I'm not shocked he was running well, but second? What? I don't even think Cody Ware can make the playoffs if he wins Daytona because he's too far back in points for that to matter. Like, he's not in the top 30, so it doesn't really matter.
Stay low. All clear, all clear. No pressure from behind.
Tyler Reddick finally gained a spot on someone. He's not 40th anymore. So that's kind of wild.
Careful, still there. Nobody out back. Looking outside now. All clear.
What's weird on the console version of Ignition is just the cars are extremely floaty. It just seems like you kind of just glide around the track. It doesn't feel like there's any weight to it. Or it doesn't feel like your car's in the track at all. And like just everything just feels very numb. It's weird. But on the PC, it looks like a whole other beast. Like the cars actually kind of have weight. It bounces. Like there's something there. I'm not saying it's... It's just interesting that the two versions are different in like how the cars look on track, like how they get around the track. That's interesting, but that's not going to save the game because of all that. It's gross. I don't even know if that's the case with the PS4 can't handle R factor, but it's just a sad state of affairs of how broken it is, and they basically can't add a mirror. It's just fucking, it's just ridiculous. What's interesting now is Eric Jones is closing in on me. I didn't think I'll be saying that, but he is under two. He was under 2 seconds back, but now it's up to 2.1. So never mind. But he's still kind of there lurking, which is a bit terrifying. I don't know what happened. I guess he turned up the wick.
Bottom looks good.
I saw Chase Elliott in 5th for a second there, and then he went back. So. Hey, hello Devin, thanks for stopping by in the stream as usual. I appreciate it.
Still there.
Welcome. You missed a pretty interesting race so far. It's been, well, until this stage. The first 2 stages were really interesting. Just me trying to get up to the field, the battles for the lead. Good stuff. And then we get to this one, and then Chase Elliott chokes on the start. No, he's nowhere to be found anymore. And now I have a 3-second lead. Like, how does that happen? Are you feeling intimidated by the thought of Eric Jones? Maybe. Maybe.
One peeking outside.
Matt DiBenedetto's been... Why is he fast now? When has this I know I noticed that. I guess was running 8th or 9th or something, and he's on the lead lap, or I don't know, but he's up here. Why is he fast? What has happened in this race? Everything just got flipped upside down.
Left side.
Like, how is DiBenedetto, like, just running me down and just passing me? Wasn't he, like, just inside the top 10 at some point? Like, when is... What?
Stay in line. Hold your line. All right, clear outside.
DiBenedetto's 11th. How? What? How? Did he just get back on the lead lap the old-fashioned American way of just passing the leader? What's happened to this race? Everything's just upside... It's all just... This isn't how it was supposed to go.
Stay to your left. Stay left. Car outside. All clear. No pressure from behind.
Usually with ignition, the only thing I did was I just had traction control on high, and then everything else was off. So that, to me, that seemed like there was never a problem with that setting. But again, I haven't really touched that game since... Oh my god, I don't even know when. I think it was in June when they came up with, when they made that patch, and it just really didn't do anything. That was it. Before then, last time I touched it was back in January or February when I finished up the career mode, so I don't even think that, like, I don't even think that was the case. It's just, then that was just, you know, AI strategy is still broken. Some tracks were slightly easier than before, but it was still just kind of the same, and just, you know, if you do like a, you know, 13% race or even 25% race, and it's just, you know, after stage 1, even just doing a 13% race, the AI had like no pit strategy logic, so it's just, I don't know, it's just, there's just no fun to be had. It's just such a chore to play, and it's just, I don't want to go back to it. But I probably will when the 2022 DLC comes out, because I know that will attract eyes to the channel and the videos, so I will have to do that. Who knows how that's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be just a season update, and that's really going to be about it. There's not going to be, it's not, I'm not expecting like a whole new game from it or anything. It's just going to be pretty much more of the same, just with a new car. I mean, what we saw with the Daytona one that they did, like, there was literally nothing to it. It didn't sound different, didn't drive any different. You were going at really ludicrous speeds for Daytona. Like, you weren't supposed to be going like almost 200 with those cars. It was just such a waste of time with that update.
Still there. All clear.
I got a bad feeling you're gonna have to, people are gonna have to pay for the 2022 DLC for edition. I don't know why I just got this bad feeling. Like, they're gonna charge like either $10 to $20 for it, and that's gonna be $10 to $20 too much, I think. For how bad everything has been with the game, and especially how much they are in terms of like bleeding money. The only thing they can do is just find another way to monetize the game, even if it pisses everyone off. It's a lose-lose for them, but that's the hole they're in after releasing a broken game and basically having the higher-ups not really having any prior knowledge to a game. They're knowing how to. It's just such a disaster. I've talked about it ad nauseum so much now. We could be here for like 4 hours just talking about all of it, but I really don't want to do that.
Hold your line. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
But knowing, well, at least for me, since I'm like, you know, a content creator and stuff, I probably will have to pay it or whatever they're gonna have to do. I don't know if they're gonna give me another review code, or I have no idea. I mean, they offered that for me with the Switch, which was mind-boggling me because I really didn't think I would get one. But it happened. I got an email for it, so it was, I mean, I'm appreciative for it. That's cool, but you know, that's not gonna make me, you know, shill for them or anything. Like, I'm still gonna be the same old me. That was kind of the case when that happened. It started with Heat 4, where when that happened, I made a vow to myself I would not shill, not sell out, still, you know, have my opinions on it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat stuff. I'm gonna be as straightforward and honest with the viewers and the, you know, possible consumers as possible. If I feel like the game is worth the money, I will say it. If it's not, it's not. You know, I'm not going to change who I am. I'd rather have my respect than just, you know, than not. So we got 110 laps to go, 62 in the fuel, so we're almost halfway on fuel. He pulled away from Jones just a little bit. We need Thunder NASCAR 04. Yes, but it has to be in a very, very controlled circumstance. That's front bumper damage from that. Now I can understand that, because I actually heard a tunk. That makes sense. Yeah, Thunder 04 Remastered has to be done in a very specific way, because it can't be done by EA. That's first and foremost. One, most of the developers that worked on that game probably no longer working there. Two, EA is not the same EA as it was back in 2003. Three, they're going to add a bunch of microtransactions. Four, it's going to be probably very buggy and glitchy, kind of like what F122 is. And five, they're going to probably charge you $70 for a 2003 remaster game when it really should probably be like $50 or $40. So there's a whole bunch of problems with that. I think realistically, it's gonna have to come from a fan. And I don't know how realistically possible it would be to have that happen, when it seems like it's really difficult, if not impossible, to mod Thunder 04, even on the emulator. So I don't see that happening. And trust me, I would love to see that with I don't know how to say, but like, it primarily maybe just updated AI, just performance. Like, I want the AI to run like how they did in 2003. Like, I want Kenza to run a lot better, Kurt to run a little bit better. I do want that to be accurate. But I just think there's just too much. Just too much. I just don't think it's a realistic possibility to have EA do that. Again, I don't know why this is still a thought, or the consensus of like, oh, let's have EA make a game. It's like, no, you don't want that. It literally would just be a mess. It's not the same EA as it once was 20 years ago, I'm sorry to say. There's almost a 0% chance that anyone working on those games back then are still working there now, or they're just retired. And then EA's just going to mess things up with it. It's going to be a disaster. But then again, would it be better than Ignition? Yes, but it's not saying much. I don't think that would. At that point, I would just rather have EA not do anything, because then that's just it's not going to be any better. It's going to be slightly better, but it's still going to be just a complete mess that would not justify its existence. Just too much wrong with it. Too much of a shit show that a company is. Oh shit, we're 3 more likes away at 50. Hell yeah, get it to 50. I want to show you the video I'm working on. That'll be kind of cool. We're running out of time. I mean, we should have enough. I mean, if we don't get 3 likes in the next 100 laps, that's gonna be kind of sad. But I don't know. I don't know. Hello, chat. I heard that, Chastain. He kept going. So we're good. I don't know why they do that with the... We actually lost a little bit of time to Jones, so, yeah, let's build that gap up a little bit.
Clear to the right.
I don't know where he got the speed, and I don't know why all of a sudden the field is... Like, what happened? How did Denny Hamlin get third? And where's Chase Elliott? And where's Brad? How am I almost a lap ahead of them? Like, what happened? Oh shit, hell yeah. Thank you, chat. Thank you, people watching. We got to 50. Hell yeah. Alright, well, deal's a deal. After this race, I'll show you what I have so far on it. And yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
Careful, still there. All clear. Clear high, clear high. Careful, still there.
So we've got 47 in the fuel.
Hold your
We'll
line.
see if we can go. I don't know if we can go like the whole
Right side's clear.
fuel run. I think the tires still burn out just a little bit sooner than the fuel, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, that might have been more contact, and more damage percentage we lost.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
How much did we lose from the arrow?
Yellow's out.
Oh, it's a yellow. Boo. No, maybe that might be a good thing. I don't know, but we're pitting. That means everybody can make it to the. Everybody can make it on fuel to the end. That's what I was trying to say. That was really sad I couldn't say that. Well, we're gonna pit. 4 tires and fuel, repair the damage. We'll probably start second. No, we're still first. Okay. Brad Keselowski got the wave round. What? How did he fall from grace that badly?
Ready. Ready.
I don't know, but we're just gonna go.
Clear all around.
88 laps to go. I'll see if Jones can run me down or something. I mean, I'm still gonna race him as hard as anyone else is, but I don't know. We'll see. He's choking. I don't know. Maybe this yellow is gonna help everything and kind of get things back to normal. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. We had like half a lap on Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott possibly. Like that was nuts. But we have enough. I mean, we have more than enough laps. I think we should be pretty good on tires. We don't gotta really worry about them exploding, so we should be fine. Remember, what's wild is that Eric Jones at one point was a lap down. He got the wave around and got back up into, fifth position instead of starting in the back after getting... He went through a journey to even get back into second. That was kind of wild. Look at Eric Jones go for second. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Oh, if the game predicts that, oh my goodness gracious, that would be glorious. He did it. He passed Hamlin. Or Kyle Busch. Wow, I mean, it was a Gibbs car, but wow. I don't even know what to say. That was glorious. And Chase Elliott is choking again. What a hack in this game. Kyle Busch went up high in that corner. I just saw that in my mirror. That was weird. So what happens here? Like, if Eric Jones wins, or not wins, if he gets second in this race today, does Sprinter have to do $43? It seems like he likes the numerology thing with the super chats. So now I'm kind of like, I'm hoping that happens. $43 or 40? What the fuck? 43 for Eric Jones. Someone in chat has got to do that. That has to be a thing. Some brave man has to step up to the challenge to do that. It's fucked up. Oh, that's Kyle Busch. Boo. Boo, Kyle Busch. That's wrong. I wanted Jones second. Only for Kurt, because he rules. That makes sense. Numerology. Well, the dream is over, because... Oh, wait. What is... Matt DiBenedetto is randomly fast now. Look at this. He just passed... He's up to second. Actually, Jones is about to get to second. Okay. Thank you to Matt DiBenedetto. He's about to... Yeah, he took over second again. Hell yeah. Well, thank you to DiBenedetto for messing up Kyle Busch and then just gave Jones second place. So, that's cool. There's a hell of a battle back there that I can see. That's kind of nuts. Ryan Blaney's a lap down too, and he's fast, so I don't understand. Hey, JC. JC with the $1 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's cool. I guess the numerology for that is a dollar is equal that I will be first. Maybe that's the connection. Maybe that's where it comes from. Matt Dimon. It's a hard name to say. Hamlin. Why is Hamlin up here? Eric Jones is just throwing away the second place, and I don't like it. Then again, Hamlin did win the spring race here, so maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is a sign. I'm just confused how Hamlin's even up here. Another car DNF'd. I think that was Timmy Hill down pit road, so that's our second DNF, I believe. I don't know where Hamlin's been all race. I haven't seen him anywhere this whole time, so I don't know where he's been. I don't know if he was... I mean, then again, there was so many cars a lap down by the end of stage 1. It makes me think that he got back on the... Like, he got a wave around and then got back on the lead lap, and... I don't know, it's just... I don't know, it's nuts. There goes Tyler Reddick going... I don't even know how many laps down at this point. 12, 13? I mean, it has been... Oh! Mechanical failure for someone. I saw smoke.
Got one up top.
What?
Clear all around.
Where'd that go? I guess it was just contact. That was weird. I didn't even see them go down Piro, so that was really bizarre. I don't know what that was about.
Clear high, clear high.
I only have a 2-second lead on Hamlin, so it's not like we don't have a massive lead, but it's definitely something to worry about. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. That was... I guess it was just AI contact with somebody. I mean, usually if it's a... somebody blows a tire, they smoke the tires forever after they blow them, so... That was weird. Who was at first? Me. That was such a blunt answer. I'm sorry. Damn, just like that, I just gained... Now Kyle Busch is second. What is going on? The battle for second has been wild in this stage. I mean, it's been, like, just very uneventful for the first two stages in terms of the battle for the lead or battling for position. Now, all of a sudden, it's just like, I don't know, maybe this is a sign that the Richmond race in stage 3 is going to be really intense at the end, or it's going to be wild. I don't know. It's just interesting. Now Chase Elliott has moved himself back up to 4th, so he's actually trying to make some kind of comeback. We've had more lead changes for second place than I think we'll probably have in the real-life race, to be honest. I mean, if Reddick has this type of race in real life, where he's like 12 laps down, and he doesn't have any... You know, it's not because of, like, damage. It's just he's just that slow on track, then... Yeah, it's going to be kind of insane. The only way I could see him being that many laps down is if he actually has a mechanical problem or his car is damaged and it's just not as fast. Like, that I can understand. But just being straight up slow on race pace speed would make no sense.
Still there.
Every time I keep seeing Cole Custer's car, I keep thinking it's the 45 Kurt Michael Jordan car. I don't know why. Maybe Kurt's just on my mind. Reddick isn't slow. Well, in this race he is. You can't tell me him being 12 laps down in this race is not slow. In real life, yeah, I don't see that happening. But in video game land today, objectively, factually, yeah, he'd be slow today. In video game land. If that's the case, then then I guess nobody's slow then. I just got this bad feeling we're gonna get another yellow. If not, I'm just gonna have to somehow fend them all off at the end because they're gonna be so much faster on the short run.
Stay low, stay low.
I don't know. I just got this weird feeling about it. Would see Kurt's Jumpman car in Heat 5. What? What? What are you doing? I don't remember Kurt having a Jumpman car. I don't know what that is.
Careful, still there. Right side's clear.
That's... So that's what you meant. What is Jumpman car? Air Jordans? Is that the... I don't know. I just call it the Michael Jordan car. I might have to get the race version of that. Because that might be his last win car. I mean, that's why I got the Atlanta... Well, part of why I got the Atlanta one was because, one, I like that scheme. Two, I thought that might have been his last win. But then he won again, so it kind of mutes my point. But this time, it might be this time. I don't know. It's just...
All clear.
I don't know. Jordan, a.k.a. man jumping. That could be said for any basketball player. The Jumpman car. I'm so confused. I was so baffled by that. What would you do if that car was in heat? Oh my god, I would, well, I mean, I don't really like that scheme that much to begin with, so I probably wouldn't be that excited. I only like it because he won that car, and that means something, but I don't like the car. I don't like the scheme. Ooh, look at that. Oh, damn. Well, thank you, Sprinter, for the 2. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Right side's clear.
That's nice. And then not... Oh, that's... I appreciate that. How many diecast do I have? Jeez, less than 10? Definitely less than 10. Like, as far as, like, the big ones are concerned, there's a lot that are, like, down cellar that I used to kind of crash and everything and pretty much destroy when I was little.
Look ahead for me. Clear
So I have those downstairs. I don't know how many of those are, but the ones I actually like collect and stuff, it's less than 10, if I had to guess. Most of them are just either from fan mail or... So I have 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. I think I have 9. I think I have 9 that like I currently have. Maybe 10. It's definitely not like a lot.
All clear.
As far as like small ones, I used to have a lot, but I don't know where they are now. But I don't really collect diecasts in the way I used to anymore. I really only collect them like if it's like, you know, the race win stuff like with Kurt. That's like one of those rare exceptions. That and probably that his Kansas win car I might get, just because that might be his last win he'll ever get. I don't know. So it'll be kind of nice. It'd be just nice to have that his last career win car. Maybe a series car, because you know that was like the last race he ran in New Hampshire, and it was kind of a memorable one for Kurt because he actually ran decently all day, had the lead for a while, and then had a really epic battle with Chase Elliott, and I was so proud of him because Kurt gave him such a fight when Kurt really had no realistic chance to win the race because he was off sequence with everyone. But he held off Chase Elliott in a very valiant way, and it was just he ended up pitting. Still ended up finishing 10th after all that, so that was kind of cool he was still able to do that. But if that's his last ever race, then he went out on a pretty good race that kind of showed Kurt's just will to drive and just how much of a badass he is. So I don't know. I'm almost like I'm trying to make amends. I'm trying to like cope with shit, but that might be another one I'll get to just on that circumstance. But after that, I don't think I'll be buying anything else for a long time. At least in terms of diecast. Maybe the 2018 Daytona 5 or 2017 Daytona 500 car. That's on eBay somewhere, but that won't be for a while. Not for a long time, but those are like really the only 2 I could think of to be like, yeah, those are ones I want to get. But I don't know if I will. It depends. If I get like my tax return money, then like then that's not a problem. But I've been waiting for my tax return money for like almost 6 fucking months, so I don't know when it'll come in. My whole year is ruined because I don't have that, which fucking sucks. Also, we pulled away from Kyle Busch, so that's kind of neat. I don't know what happened to Eric Jones. This race has been weird now all of a sudden. It used to be just pretty straightforward, just Chase Elliott just leading. Now he's not. He's 4th. Eric Jones, who was pretty close to me before, is now just nowhere to be found. Alex Bowman is almost half a lap down. I don't... Just, this race has been weird.
Still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
But so far... I mean, we're looking good. I'm just expecting Yellow to come out. That's not even me just jinxing it. I know it's going to happen. It's going to bunch the field up. It's going to make everything a lot harder. I don't know if they're going to take 4 tires or not in this last stop if it gets close to the end, because sometimes they're smart enough to just take 2, and that's kind of a bad idea here. So I think that would just more or less benefit me than anything, because there's not that many cars on lead laps, so taking 4 won't be an issue. It's not like we're going to lose that much track position. Check out some of the guys who make run diecast with damage. I don't know if those are the people I've seen do like custom make ones, but I've seen stuff. I definitely have seen stuff like that where they've done race win versions of a car or damaged versions of a car, and it looks pretty damn cool. I remember seeing one years ago with the Austin Dillon's Daytona, car in 2015, like when it was destroyed. Seen like a fan made one of that. I don't know if that's like the same group of people, but I remember it looking pretty neat. So I don't know if that's the same people or what, but yeah, those are always pretty cool. I know Lionel does that with certain race win cars, and I know Lionel always gets a lot of shit with stuff, especially with their smaller diecasts always having some kind of like paint issues or something. But in terms of their elite cars and like the race win versions, they seem to be pretty damn good. So at least they do something right. Again, I'm no expert, so I don't know if I'm wrong. Again, I'm kind of out of my element with stuff like that, so I would love to hear it from someone that's like really experienced in buying stuff like that all the time and just kind of knows all the ins and outs of stuff. The stuff like that's always really fascinating to me. Just when someone knows what. I guess that's obvious, but it's like when someone knows what they're talking about and able to go into detail and stuff, that's what's really fascinating about watching an artist create a picture, or just seeing all that. Like, I have full respect for people that draw and being able to be that talented enough to do stuff like that, and it's just fascinating. I like to learn I like to learn about their craft and what makes it tick. It's cool to me. Because I'm never gonna be able to draw or anything, so it's just cool to either know someone that can do it or just understand the craft and respect it. Because I can get and understand how much time gets into it. So I don't know. I went on a tangent there, but yeah, it's crazy. Especially with how much I've been streaming on a more consistent basis. How much my throat doesn't bother me anymore. It used to bother me a lot just doing like 2 hours, but now it doesn't really bother me that much. Maybe because I keep my throat whistle lubricated pretty regularly, so kind of keeps everything pretty decent. But so far as this race is concerned, I mean, we're just absolutely violating the field. It was good for a long time, and then it got like this. I didn't expect this. I should have done more practice laps. 600 practice laps wasn't enough. Getting a headache last night, getting my eyes all bloodshot, I guess wasn't enough. I should have done more to plan this out better. I don't know, maybe I should have went to 102 difficulty? Maybe that would be a little bit better? I thought 101 would have been pretty good, but I don't know, like, the first 2 stages went pretty good. Like, it was pretty difficult for a while there, but I don't know. Let's check. I don't know. Tyler Reddick going another lap down. That's like his 14th lap down he's went at this point.
Still there. Clear high, clear high.
105 difficult. Oh god, no. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I tried off camera with the 105 difficulty, and it was basically impossible. Even with a full custom setup, I was running like 20th or 19th. And if you've seen how dominant the AI can be, like, we would go a lap down pretty quickly, so it wouldn't be really that entertaining of a race. From a viewer standpoint, it wouldn't be a good idea. So that's why I bumped it down. I originally put it to 101 because I was 2 above my normal speed rating, but then as of last night, I went to 100, so because I guess I just gotten better. So Maybe a 102 would have been better, but I feel like I did that in the spring race earlier this year. So I thought maybe that wouldn't be good enough. Or maybe that was too much. So it's hard to find that balance. And just like that, we're about to put Eric Jones a lap down, so I don't know what has happened in this race.
Stay to your left.
Would this race be counted as boring or good?
All clear, no pressure from behind. Look ahead for me. Clear
Would it
outside.
be boring or good? No crashes, Chase dominated, and then you dominated late boost. I'd probably still count as a bad race. I would just say it just had its, it had its moments. I wouldn't give it a, I might give it like a 4 out of 10 type of thing. Like it would be like below average. Because it did have some moments of kind of coolness. So that's 6 that are a lap down. So 5th is, yeah, so now we got to worry about Bowman. He's kind of far up the road, so I don't think we're going to have a chance to lap him by the end of this. We only got 20 laps to go anyways. I'm just waiting for something stupid to happen. It's going to happen.
Bottom looks good.
Harvick's now 12th. Remember, he was like 7th at one point, so
All clear.
interesting development there. Kurt is 16th. He was 17th like for forever, so hooray to Kurt for gaining spots.
Careful, still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside. Right side. Top's free. Use it if you need it.
Best you can do is run mid. Yeah, that's just about what I was able to do on max difficulty.
Stay to your left. All clear.
So, I guess this game thinks Kyle Busch is going to win. I guess that's not a total shock, because I mean, he's won here before in the past, so that's not a, I guess that is a possibility. I don't know. Where's Truex? I just thought of that. Where the hell is Truex? Is he not in this race?
All clear. No pressure.
What
from
the heck?
behind.
I just realized that. Is Truex not in this? Where the hell is he? Did the game just not make him race this? What the hell? What is that? Because I think with all the extra, like, other cars, there might be more than 40? Maybe because I'm running a legend car, maybe that's what booted him out? I guess there's always that possibility of, like, one guy getting knocked out. That's insane. I didn't even think of that. He's just not here. We'll have to look at the results, because I'm positive he's not in this. Denny Hamlin just took over seconds. That's just unfortunate. He black flag Truex for missing a lug nut. A virtual concussion-like symptoms for Truex. I mean, I guess it was. Truex went home. Yeah. Is Gabe predicting Rusty's going to win today?
Careful, still there.
Yeah, I think so.
All clear. No pressure from behind. All clear. All clear. No pressure from
Oh
behind.
my god, the roasts. Truex is missing just like his playoff hopes. Damn. Damn, that is brutal. That is brutal. Oh my god. Also, I think you should play in a higher gear. I mean, I did multiple practice races for this. And it seemed like 101 with the AI tire fall off to less effect was going to be good. The first two stages were pretty good.
Look ahead for me.
It was really tough. And then we get into stage 3, and then this happens. How am I supposed to anticipate that? I've done 600 practice laps in like 4 different attempts at this off camera. I don't understand. Hell of a battle for second going on, though. Kyle Busch is only 3/10 back of Hamlin. 5 on lead lap. Bowman might go a lap down, but definitely not enough time for that to happen. Denny Hamlin's pulling away, so interesting developments on that front.
Still there.
Yeah, my tires are shredded. But again, we'll make it to the end no problem at this rate, but I guess that shows how much I've been pushing it. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know why they're just that much slower
All the
now.
way up. Get up. Get up.
It's not like my lap times are any faster. It's about the same as it was before. Like, nothing's changed. There goes Reddick going a lap down for like the 14th time. Now Hamlin's losing ground to Kyle, so we got a battle for second brewing.
All clear.
And I can't see it, but at least we got a leaderboard, an accurate leaderboard, to kind of see what's going on there. Chase is like, what, 2.5 seconds back? So he's kind of in the sort, but I mean, it's possible, unless something insane happens, but yeah, interesting. It's interesting to see. 4/10 away.
Stay left.
It's like, it's like I don't like either of them, so I don't know, who do I root for to win? Like, I have no one in this stable. I have no one at stake for this. This is just depressing.
Careful. Still there. Outside.
Oh, now Hamlin gained all of a sudden.
All right, clear outside.
Almost a second. Well, goodbye to Kyle Busch's day hopes of winning, I guess. That's just unfortunate. 2 laps to go.
Stay calm.
21.3. 1 point, yeah, it's 1 second. Well, I mean, he did win here in the spring, so I guess it makes sense that he could be the favorite. I don't know, but anyways,
Get up. Get up.
white flag. It's official no matter what. And just, you know, just a simple,
Top 3.
very straightforward stage 3 after how tough stage 1 and 2 were. But off turn 4, we're going to win. And it's victory lane dance time.
Fantastic job. Great win.
Ugh! I was a little bit ahead, but I kind of made it work, so that's good. I was a little bit early in my dance sequence, but I made it work. That was what I was trying to say. A nice dub, nice redemption from the spring race. I think we led the most laps too, which is also going to be very shocking because Chase Elliott led all of stage 1, like 80 laps of stage 2, so that's like 160 laps there, maybe even more. We do a Davey Quickie victory celebration, and we'll do the not Joey Logano burnout because I still find it cool, and I still don't associate with him because he's a piece of shit. I don't even know who to run into. Like, who do I run into? I shouldn't have done that. Well, this is awkward. I mean, it pitted me. That's nice. That's not what I wanted to do, though. Well, I guess it's giving me an actual pit stop that I can't see. Wallace wins Richmond because of this. That... I wanted to... Okay, note to self, don't go down pit road that way. Who do I hit? I missed him. Where is Hamlin? Don't you hide from me. Don't you frickin' hide from me. Where are you? I just went by Kyle Busch. God damn. There we go. Alright. Got one of them down. Where is Hamlin? There he is. He's lurking. Alright, we're done. Speed rating was 100, so again, we kind of got above and beyond where I needed to go. So, let's see. Where's the long replay? That's the long replay. No, that's the long replay. Okay, well, we're just gonna... It's gonna go through a lot of these, because most of this race doesn't work. That's 3, not a 1. That was... What? Alright, whatever. Well, is there any, like, wrecks that the game's gonna show, or is it just not gonna show it? There was one there, but the game just went by through it, so, okay, lap 125. Finally, it's gonna show us, like, everything kind of normally. So, 151, nothing happened. No. Oh, wait. Oh, something happened. Custer and McLeod made contact. Something occurred. Nah, it's BJ McLeod wrecking himself. Okay. And, oh. Okay. Can we get a better angle of that? No? Okay, well. Okay. Okay, well, that was cute. 165, 193, 197, 199. So, I think there was one more incident at like 300 something. We'll run out of time. Wow, so it went from two. Okay, that's stage 2. Really, there's nothing that they could show for stage 3. 238, 239, and then the end. Where's the other 150 laps? I don't know. Whatever. Jeez. All right. Well, that's a dub with Black Rusty Wallace. I don't understand it either. But good race, almost. 3/4 of it was pretty good. Chase Elliott with the fast lap at 20.8. And, hey, we led the most laps, 209. So we led 100, yeah, that's pretty good. So Chase Elliott must have led like 150, 160. So it was basically me and Chase Elliott that led the majority of this race, pretty much. And Joey Logano with the biggest issues. That's glorious. So only 5 on lead lap. Eric Jones 7th, William Byron 10th, Ben Detto 9th, Hamlin 2nd, Kyle Busch 3rd, Ryan Blaney 11th, and Kurt 16th. He gained another spot. Or no, it's not, but Bubba 15th, and poor Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson 24th. Yikes. Poor Tyler Reddick, 17 laps down on normal race pace. Holy crap. That is awful. Ty Dillon blew up at some point. Logano blew up, what, 118, 19 laps in. He's black bubble wing confirmed. Yeah. That'll be kind of, I don't even know how to quantify that if that actually occurs. Don't make fun of how I say names sometimes. Sometimes I goof up. But with that said, actually, we'll look at how long it took the race. So, 2 hours and 20 minutes. So, about basically what I did in practice. So, that's about on standard. So, with that, I'll bring up my my Sony Vegas here. Where's my save file for this? Oh, it's 1982. Okay, there we go. So I'll bring this up here. I don't know how good it's going to show up on the thing here because it's going to be under the... I don't know. I don't know how good it's going to show up on this with the... I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, it's gonna take some time to load, but that's our 4th win at Richmond in 13 attempts. So interesting developments, but yeah, I'll up my PC audio so you can hear it. I don't know how loud it's gonna be, but we'll get my face cam off here once it fully loads. Here it is. Here's the video I've been working on for the past couple weeks. I only have the first couple minutes done because there's a lot of just editing involved, and it's hard to kind of balance 2 Let's Plays, plus this, plus the live streams. So I've just been really busy, so I haven't been able to get more done on this. But I finished my World of Outlaw stuff off camera. I finished that up, so I do have a little bit more time for that. So maybe starting next week I can start to get a little more done on this, but we'll lower this to a preview full, and we'll put this... I could go to just like big full screen, but I don't know how good it's going to show up. But we'll just kind of make this a little bit bigger here, so you guys can kind of see the video here. But yeah, it's only I only have a couple of minutes here. Let me just make sure I can get this situated so it ends right at the mark where I last worked on it. So it's right around here. So I have about 3 minutes and 56 seconds done out of the 7.5 minutes. So a little bit more than I thought last I checked. So with that said, enjoy the sneak preview of the video I've been working on for the past couple weeks. It's not fully finished yet, so there might be a little more added later, or there might be more changes at the last thing. But this is kind of the rough draft that I have so far. So yeah, let's jump into it. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for the 50 people doing likes and stuff on the stream to getting to this point. I appreciate it. Without that, this would not be possible. So anyways, here we go. I'm gonna get rid of my face cam and my mic audio too, so you can hear this. Nowadays, the Xfinity Series doesn't have to worry too much about Cup drivers taking away wins like what it used to be 15 to 20 years ago. For me, my first full-time season of watching the Xfinity Series started back in 2006, and even 11-year-old me was annoyed, bored, and just very disinterested in the fact that Cup guys were hogging up all the wins. That year was especially awful for Cup guys winning in the Busch Series, considering that over 30-plus races of the 35 races that season were won by Cup guys, which at the time they called it bushwhacking. I always called it leeching or leeches, primarily because of ByKamikazegames and his rant videos on the matter.
Fucking Hamlin and these fucking leeches! Siphoning the fucking money and talent out of this series! You did not need to be in this race, Hamlin! You have 35 Cup wins! Why are you in the Xfinity Series? Fuck!
I'm amazed I even kept watching this series after 2006, considering my first experience of it was just so miserable. But I kept on watching it, and it didn't get any better until 2018, since that was the first season where Cup winners didn't take out more than 50% of the race schedule. For years, I kept track in my notebook of the idea of a world without Cup leeches taking away the Busch Series drivers' wins. And honestly, the results were amazing just to see how many people this affected, and how much the history of the series would change just on the winners alone. So this is why I created this series. Each video will go through each season starting from 1982 and going up all the way to present day of 2022 and potentially beyond if the series keeps on going that long. Before we begin, we ought to explain what I define as a Cup leech. Each person will have their own varying opinion on what a cup leech is, but I'll explain mine at the very least. To put it bluntly and simply, I consider a leech someone who runs exactly 50% of the cup races or more. For example, in 1985, Tommy Ellis ran 14 of the 28 cup races that season, but he also ran multiple Busch races and won 5 times. So by my definition, he would be a cup leech for that particular year, and therefore his wins wouldn't count, and he'll go to the next highest Busch regular. And also there'll be multiple instances where one cup driver would be a cup leech for one season and then they're not for the next. So we'll have to go over it each season and driver for that particular year over and over again. But I know it's very tedious, but it will get the point across, so we are very thorough throughout all this. A more recent example would be Ross Chastain. In the 2018 Xfinity race, he actually won it at Las Vegas. But by my rules, he is a cup leech, as he ran 34 of the 36 races, and he would go to the next highest regular, which in that case will be Justin Allgaier. It doesn't matter if he's in trash equipment and cup, I have to make this extremely clear cut so no exceptions are made no matter what. If they run on or above half the cup schedule, they are considered a leech by my definition. Now that we established what I consider to be a cup leech, now we could begin to assess the 1982 season. The first race is at Daytona and Dale Earnhardt won it, being the first ever cup leech to steal a win from a regular. So congratulations to him. He ran a full season in Cup in 1982, so we gotta look at second place and see if they are the winner. Second place is Jody Ridley, who ran the full season as well, so they don't count either. Sam Ard is the true winner, since he is an Xfinity regular, as well as he made no Cup starts in 1982, besides a driver change in Martinsville later that year, which doesn't count as a start, as well as he ran less than 50% of the races that season. Sam Ard in general never ran the Cup Series full time, or even above 50% of the races, besides one in 1984, so he's always the one to look out for as a regular in the series. Next race is at Richmond, where Tommy Houston won as he did in real life. He'll be another driver to look at as well, as he's a regular throughout his entire career, and he doesn't meet my criteria as a cup leech by looking at his stats. Race 3 is at Bristol, and Phil Parsons won as he did in real life. At this point in 1982, he didn't make any Cup Series start yet, so he's a regular in this season too. Race 4 is at Martinsville, and Sam Ard gets the win just like he did in real life, so no issues there. Race 5 to go at Darlington, Jeffrey Bodine wins it. He's a Cup regular by this point. Alrighty, so yeah, I don't know why I stopped there, but basically that's kind of what I have so far. I don't actually, where was the last part I stopped editing from? I guess it's a little bit less than that, but yeah, so it's right around 3 minutes and 44. So yeah, I have about half of it done, a little bit. So that's what we got going on so far with that. That's why it's taken so long, because sometimes I just kind of think of an idea and I kind of just go with it. Like the kamikaze thing, I actually originally had that. I had that working for like. I originally had that a lot longer, but I wanted to kind of cut it down a little bit so it's not as long. But yeah, so that's what I have working on so far. I thought, this would be kind of a cool, yeah. I don't know. That's what I got so far. Again, there's just a lot of time put into this just because, there's so much, screen capping, putting the things in. Do I have it organized? Actually, let me bring this up and let me make sure nothing weird is here, because I don't know what things are here. So let me get rid of this here. Let me make sure. Let's see. So here's is there nothing up on this side? No. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're safe. No NSFW shit. So this is kind of like my folder, like my leech folder. And this is kind of what I have here. So already, as you see, we have a bunch of screenshots of like racing reference stuff, which is going to get even bigger and larger as the part goes on, because there's just so much things to go through. This is a light season. Like, there's nowhere nearly as much. Like, it'll be even more crazier once we get to like the mid 90s, where the leeching starts to get really bad. Like, at this point in the year, there's only like a couple here and there, so it's not too bad. So it depends on how I do the series later on. When we get to other seasons, like, do I want to do more than just one season in a video? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it from now. But at least the first part, I have an idea of what I want to do. So, we'll see. But this is, like, all the stuff I have so far. And it's going to probably get bigger from here on out. Untitled 13. Yeah, when I get that screenshot, when I save the file, it originally saves it as, like, Untitled. And then I just change the number. so I always kind of have it semi-organized, so I know what to look for. We gotta organize the insanity. So that's kind of what I have there so far. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'm glad you're all enjoying it so far. There's a couple of funny things in there, like you kind of saw that I have worked on. Yeah, I just kind of thought of to put in. So I don't know, but I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it so far. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working on it more next week. Get a little more of that in. And everything, because it just takes a lot of time, especially when you have so much other stuff, you know, because it got that plus, you know, the 2 Let's Plays series that I was working on, plus, you know, doing the live streams, plus, you know, that video, you know, it's just, that's 4 different things. So now, if I, you know, since it's down to 3, then also the 5th thing is the best of NASCAR week video that I have working on, which will be going up like weekly once the series actually wraps up. So I have that planned. But yeah, so like 5 different things going on. So yeah, that's why it takes a long time for it to come out. That's especially why it takes long for me to get the raw video, because I'm like, when it comes to, when I'm in like editing mode and when I'm in those types of like videos, like I'm very anal about how things work. So yeah, but either way, that's a small thing. Like compared to what I did in the ramen stuff, that was so much more time consuming. But yeah, I'll get going here. I do want to get something to eat just before the race starts. I haven't had anything to eat yet. But I appreciate everybody liking what's there so far. Like I said, I already have everything all recorded. Just got to kind of drop files in and maybe start adding some music in there. Because I do think it needs a little more music. But again, it's not finished. That's what I got so far. So that's the kind of sneak peek. So I'm glad everybody got it to 50 likes on the stream, so I was able to show that off. Because I'm sure some people are pretty curious to see what I'm talking about and not just blowing smoke out of my ass about stuff. But yeah, Kamikaze's definitely gonna like. I'm gonna have to link it to him or something, or clip the link him like the time code, like when the stream happens where I showed the video, because he's gonna love that section. I bet. I guarantee it. But yeah, either way, that's gonna do it for me. As usual, big shout out to my people that to people that did like super chat stuff throughout the stream of Sprinter Black, JC, Sprinter with the 5, JC with the $1, and Sprinter with the 2. So very much appreciate it. That does help out, and I mean it means a lot that you take the time to do that. So thank you. Either way, hopefully the race is all right. Thanks for stopping by in the stream. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is definitely one of my favorite streams of the week for sure. With just how many people are in chat and everything. It's really nice. So I'm glad I started doing these. So I think it's a cool idea, and especially doing them before the race, because you know it's kind of neat. So but get you a little hyped for the race, even if it's going to be a shit race. At least you can have me look forward to make the race better, because it'll be better. I don't know, but yeah. Either way, that'll do it for me. I'll see you all next video. See you all later.